have a 60-minute flow today, somatics and yoga. We're going to dive into the experience of the muscles, these magical muscles that are not just the movers of nourishment and activation through our body, but also are movers through the world. First, is the music too loud for you guys? Is it okay? You happy with the music? Okay, great. I have another person in class. She's sitting right here. You can't see her, which is live. Yeah, Nikita goes. Okay. So we'll see if we can experience these muscles as movers of our body through the world. So you can close your eyes, you can take these first few tones, few breaths to arrive in class. To tune in, moving, stretching, reaching. We will end up in a seat to start class together, but first really take the moment here to listen in, to start to taste, feel the body today, like you're meeting it for the first time. Because every time you tune in, it's the first time you're here. It's always a beginning. It's not the old body from yesterday. It's a new version of you. Every breath carrying you into another new version, experiencing this and this and this for the first time. Very good. Starting to breathe into that muscle tone that you can taste right now. And the tone is something that's always here, even when we're in stillness. There's a muscle tone, maybe on a different frequency and a different vibration. But see if you can tune in. Where do you feel the muscles? How do they voice themselves? The tone, maybe they have an actual tone, a tone of sound that reverberates through you. And then when we are all in this seat, cross-legged or on the heels, you guys know everything's possible, whatever works for you. Pillow under the seat, finding this upright seat and the hands onto the knees. To, for a moment, find an engagement through all the muscles. See if you can, without increasing anxiety or without increasing stress, if you can just tense up all the muscles in your body, clamping the hands around the knees, core activation, butt is activated, pulling upward, inward, everything gets tight and smaller, and then see if you can release and let yourself sink heavy into the ground. Let's do this again. Just wrapping the fingers around the knees. Tense the muscles in the back, the face, the neck, the core, the chest, the legs, even the feet. Curl and clamp, and then soften everything down. Deep inhale down, and with the exhale we'll curl to look in towards the navel, and we'll draw circles then from here. But first look into the navel, draw the gaze in. You can lean into those arms, and it's almost like you're squeezing out the air with the muscles more. So you're engaging the core inward to squeeze out more of the air. And then with the inhale, let everything roll out to the left side. Fill up, soften the muscles away from the bones. And with the exhale, you come back, squeezing everything out. Everything gets small, tight, contracted. And exhale. Good. Just super slow rounds with your spine around the center of your energetic body, that vertical line. Very good. Changing directions maybe if it feels nice. Bringing the attention maybe to your cardiac muscles, to those muscles that work for you without you actually deciding to use them. Like your heart, like your diaphragm. That are muscles in a way that work for us. Come back to the middle, eventually tuning into that sensation of passive subjection of muscles that carry integration through us. We'll come into 2 rounds of Kapalbhati just to activate more. We'll go into the activation now. Muscles are these almost puppy-like creatures in our presence that like activation. So we will give them what they want and then we'll tap back out of it. So it's this dance of fibers, this dance between rest and activation. Okay, so we'll give it 1 round of activation. If you don't know Kapalbhati, it's that conscious active exhale and a passive inhale, through the nose. So we'll inhale all together, fill the body with air. Exhale all the way, squeezing out the air like we did before. Then we'll inhale halfway in, and then we'll start. So it's just the belly moving under your inhales and exhales. Active exhale, passive inhale. It's like your little train that moves its way through the landscape. Yes, it looks amazing, yes. And release, exhale, fully hold at the end of the exhale. And inhale all the way. Exhale all the way. Inhale halfway. And second round. Good, keep going, keep going, keep going. And exhale all the way. Hold the breath at the end of the exhale. Squeeze it all out. And inhale softly. Beautiful. Reach the arms out to the side, reach long, and use the arms to kind of let yourself glide along those muscles that wrap around your bones. Gliding with the feet firm, but it's like they start to dance. Softening, releasing, tightening around your bones. Yes, very good. Good, reach further into fingertips, activating all the small muscles in your hands and releasing them. Activation and release. Tuning back into that tone that might be changing slightly, that is always ever changing slightly. Good. And come back to the middle. And so the little circles with those arms, so you can roll them back, but full arms, so from the shoulders. Yes. Little small circles that start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Good. Until you're really big. Beautiful. Taking up all that space, letting the muscles grow big under relaxation and go small under contraction. Good. And changing sides, staying big, but make your way back into small circles. Smaller and smaller. Very good. Keep going until your circles are so small that your arms are almost not moving. Very good. And then we'll bring the arms overhead, reach them, the hands together, interlace the palms, lift them upward, reach tall. Good. And then release, bring the hands forward. And release the seat so you can bring the feet forward. Good. We'll go into more activation. Good. Good. Bring your right knee into the chest. Bring the left big toe just to float. Hugging this in. Very good. The other foot is only touching for balance. Good. Then we'll change sides. Left knee in, right toe down. Good. So you're really crunching this in. You're looking in towards the knee. Change sides. Big toe only for balance. Very good. And if you want to go further, you can reach the opposite leg long. Float it. Good. Very good. Keep going. That's better. Very good. 2 more each side. Hold it, crunch it, activate it. And where you can release the muscles, let them rest. So see where you create unnecessary tension. And what stories these muscles tell. And when you're done with both sides, keep both legs long, hover them out, or bend the knees and hover them. Very good. Lift the heart more. Very good. Hold. And lengthen into Ardha Navasana. Good. Bring it back in. Very good. Lengthen to Ardha. Bring it back in. Very good. Lengthen into Ardha. Last time, bring it in and hug the knees in. Ooh. Good. And cross the shins so you can get yourself into all fours. Very good. Landing, but an activated landing. So, coming from that soft muscles around the bones into an activation. So consciously wrapping muscles around bones to lift yourself more out from the body, more active. Very good. Shift the weight into the right side, let the left leg get long to the back, toes on the mat. Good, and we'll just shift forth and back a few times. So we can distribute the tone in the muscles, distribute the activation from the nervous system out into bones. There's a direct connection there. Very good. And when you're ready, you can float that left foot away from the floor. Keep that shifting going. Very good. Opposite foot flat or tucked, yogi's choice. Good. So engaging into fingertips, hands, arms, shoulders, let it travel through that muscle body. Stay in the middle now. Cross the leg over to behind the right leg to touch the big toe out. And bring it out to the side, wide and long. Keep it hovering. Good. And bring it back. Cross over. Good. Reach out to the side. High and wide. Good. Keep going. See that your hips stay in the center. Dissolving tension away where you can. Easing into an effortless use of these muscles. Very good. And the last time to cross, and next time you're out to the side, keep the leg there. And activation 100% into little lifts from the glutes. Yes, little pulsations in the leg. Very good. And then you can bring the knee back into all fours. And kind of ride the chi. The chi, the prana, is directly connected to muscles. It's one of the yang elements in our body. So one of the male, more active forces. External, so kind of just ride what comes out when you release from that tension. Very good. And see how your breath feeds into the muscles, wrapping and releasing around the bones. Tuning into their tone now again to lengthen right leg at the back. Good. To perceive them as the movers of your body through space. Rock yourself forth and back. Toes still on the mat. Good. And when you're ready, you can lift the right leg away and rock yourself forth and back. Very good. Keep rocking. Coming into an almost trance-like moving through the music. Let that soundscape just carry your muscles through the air. And when you're ready, release the rocking, come to the middle and cross over. Good. And reach out to the side. Holding a soft tension in the core without exertion too much. Good. Very nice. Cross, touch, cross. Good. Use your fingers to balance it out. The fingertips, finger mounts really grip the floor. Last time to cross over. Good. And then keep it out the side and little pulsations here. Yes. Shift the weight more into the right side of the body. Right hand, right hip. Good. And then release and ride the chi. Closing the eyes and just kind of taking it from here into your own free release. Good. Now unwrapping muscles away from the bones like flower petals. They soften and get wide and big. And with that softening, tune into that part of you that can rest in motion, that can recuperate in motion. Good. Very nice. Coming back into all fours if you're not, and just bending the elbows a little bit to hug in your chest and arching your back, look forward. It's like a cow variation. Good. Keep the elbows bent. Exhale, cat. Keep the elbows a little bent. So there's a little activation in your arms. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, and stay here. Bend the elbows more until you land heart and chin on the mat. Ashtanga Namaskar. Good. Elbows close to the body, elbows pointing to the ceiling. Find a moment of repose, of unwrapping muscles away from the bone here. See how that affects your breath, and then slowly move hips down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Good. And exhale down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, and come up more higher into a little cobra. Expanding muscles in the front, stretching them out. Dancing in that dance of those fibers. Good. Release down, tuck the toes, and come up into a first downward facing dog. Good. Landing, arriving, activating where activation is needed. Listening in to the tone. A higher pitched tone speaks for an overworking nervous system, something that kicks you too much into fight or flight. A healthy nervous system lets your body, your muscles, unwind away from the bones whenever possible. Good. Look forward and step or hop the feet outside the hands into a malasana. So we bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step left foot, right foot, or hopping malasana. Sit down, hands at heart. Good. Reach down through that vertical line. Exhale, hands down. And we'll step or hop back into downward dog. Very good. And we'll do this again. Look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop outside malasana. Good. Hands at heart. And back into downward dog. You can lean forward, get the motion, hop and land. Very good. Bend the knees when you land to protect your joints. One more. Bend the knees, look forward, hop. Malasana. Hands at heart. Good. Last round, hands down. Downward dog. And last time for malasana, bend the knees, look forward, land without a sound. And reach long. Good. Hands at the heart. Close your eyes to soften muscles away where they can, to sink you deeper into an experience of the chatter of the muscles. See if you can quiet that down, maybe not. And then we'll bring the hands down in front of us. Lift the hips halfway out. So we're in this Janet Stone squat. It's not my invention. It's another teacher, so we can blame her. So we'll have the hands in front of us so the upper body can be long. Fingertips are like cupping little cupcakes on the floor. Good. And then we'll reach the arms over the head. Ooh, very good. Bring little pulsations into this squat. Up, down, blah. So the muscles contract, wrap beautifully around your bones and release again. Round and release. Very good. 3, 2, 1, and fold it forward, Uttanasana. Now a total unwinding. The elongation and contraction of each muscle fiber is like a dancing component. Become that dance. It's just that unwinding now. You can sway, feel, taste, contract and release on your own. Very good. Bring the hands back down. We'll jump back into downward dog. Or step, of course, always an option. Very good. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale all the way down through the central column of your body. From the crown of the head down into the base of the spine. And exhale the reverse. From the base through. Inhale down, exhale. Every exhale lets you release a bit more. Last deep breath. Inhale down, down, down. Let the 2 seat bones expand away from each other. Good. Shift the weight into the left foot. Let the right foot rise to the ceiling. 3-legged downward dog. Good. Reach long. Knee pointing down, pinky toe pointing down. Little position in the floating leg. And then reach the knee through to the nose. Crunch, round it in. Contract air out of the body like we did at the start. And then bring the foot down next to the right thumb. Very good. Sink down. For runner's lunge. Back knee is still floating. Good. And we'll come up into high lunge. Reach high. Good. Find a little twist. So right hand to the left thigh, left arm over the head. Ooh, to give your front body muscles the opening. Good. And exhale, you can bring that left hand inside the right foot. Right arm pointing forward. So you're becoming this little bolt. Good. Let's do this again. Round up, open up, twist. Right hand back, left arm over the head. Exhale, left hand down, right arm forward. Good. One more. Reach up. Twist. Good. Exhale, left hand down, right arm forward. And if you have a block, you can bring a block underneath the left hand, if you want, for the next move, where we bring the left knee forward to the nose and wrap it through to reach forward. Yes. Good. And bring it back where you found it. Good. Right arm is just here to help you balance. So when you bring the knee forward, you can bring the right arm back, maybe, or you can keep it reaching, whatever helps you. And back. Oh, very good. Exhale, last one. Reach it forward. Good. And come back. Good. Frame the front foot. Bring the back knee down. Good. And sink into lizard pose. So bringing both hands inside the front foot. Hands, or if you like, forearms. This is the time for the muscles to soften and lengthen. Stay with their tone. Good. Very good. The right foot can walk more out to the edge of the mat to give you more space to sink. Good. Use the breath to wrap the muscles away from the bones. Good. And come back up onto hands if you're on the forearms. Tuck the back toes. Okay, we'll step the right foot to meet the left. High plank. Move it through like you're riding that wave of the bones. Knees, heart, chin to the floor. Hips down, baby cobra. Good. And exhale, come all the way down, release into the floor. Arms along the body or hands under the forehead. To experience that full unwinding. Good. Bend the knees to let the feet point to the ceiling. Good. And lift the left thigh away from the floor. Good. Pushing the sole of the left foot into the air, yielding yourself through the muscles into the space around you. And release. Right leg lifted away, push the sole of the foot into the air. And release. Good. Left foot. Right. Good. One more each side. The left. Right. And then land. Soften, let the legs sway right and left. Or in big circles. Good. And then just riding that release, however it comes to you, until you're back in a downward dog. No rush to get there. However that kind of unwinds for you, grows back into tension, into activation. There's nothing bad in an activated nervous system, but we need to be able to tune into and out of it. Very good. So we're back in our downward dog. One big deep breath down, follow the trace of the central column. That energetic line that, believe me, is there. And until you feel it, just visualize it. Exhale up, up, up through the crown of the head. And with the next inhale, let the left leg rise, float away, three-legged downward dog. Very good. Little pulsations here in the left leg. Right heel sinks to the floor as far as it can, but it doesn't have to touch. All that I ask you to is find that lift through the muscles, but also the interplay of muscles with bones. Good. Exhale, squeeze the air out, bring the knee into the nose, squeeze it out. Use the tone in your advantage. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze more, and then bring that left foot down next to the left thumb. Good. Arriving, letting your muscles take the shape for a runner's lunge. And inhale up, high lunge. Good. Reach, sink, expand into all directions like a soft muscle does. It gets longer and wider. And then contract, it gets smaller and shorter. Left hand to the right thigh, right arm over the head. Good. And exhale, right hand down, left arm high. Good. Block or no block, always use the props if you have them and they help you. Inhale, come back up, twisted high lunge. Exhale, back down. Okay, let the left arm reach if you like. Last one to come up. Contract, to rise. Good, follow your hand. Exhale, land the right arm, left arm reaches forward. Very good. And then get ready for our next thread leg. Right hand can be at a block. Crunch, squeeze the air out, bring the right leg forward and kick it forward. Very good. And bend the knee, bring it back. Step it back. Good. Prepare, activate, send the activation through the body. Now is time to activate, to dance the dance. Step it back. To be fully here. Okay. To follow that trail of the muscles into the here and now. Very good. Last one done. Bring both hands down, lizard pose. Back knee down. Releasing. Good. Hands or forearms. You can walk the foot more out. I personally need it more out because my hips are in the way otherwise. Good. See if you can close your eyes. and proactively release that tension around the bones. Very good. Even though maybe an uncomfortable place, we can choose to go into the rest mode of our nervous system. By feeling tone and breath to unwind more. Good, and release slowly, stepping left foot back to the right, high plank. And moving through that vinyasa, knees, heart, chin to the floor. Hips down, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, come up, full cobra. Good. 3 long breaths here. However high you want or can be. There's no better or worse. Just something that gives your body, your front body, an expansion, but at the same time a melting into the muscles. A release where they can be released. Good. And exhale, move yourself out. Freeing, shaking everything off, shaking the flesh away from the body. Yes. Bringing all those parts back in. Good. What happens when you slow down movement? How much more is the tone there for you to taste? And how much of that tone is maybe fake? Is maybe your nervous system just kicking you into gear for a potential threat that is not there? Good. Move yourself back into downward dog eventually. Good. Look forward, bend the knees, jump yourself into Malasana. Good. Rise high, hands at the heart. Soften into the hips. Wrapping the bones away, the muscles away from the bones. Good. Hands down. Little squat. Lift up, arms reach over the head as we've done before. Good. Head just in line with that vertical column. Little pulsations if you will, or just sit it out. Releasing muscle tensions where you can and use it to your advantage where you must. Good. And rise up fully into standing just to give ourselves this long, big expansion. Ooh, soften shoulders away from the ears. One big breath in, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Very good. Dangle, shake it, shimmy the flesh away from the bones. Becoming that single muscle that your muscles are, that connects to each other through fascia. Like you, one big multi-dimensional muscle. Everything connected, everything one. Bring the hands down, jump back into downward dog. Or step, always an option. Especially if you have knee issues, be careful. Let's go through this again a bit faster and we'll add a few poses. Right leg floats away, bring it up high. Exhale, crunch, bring the air out of the body, squeeze it out. And then bring the right foot down next to the right thumb. Sink the hips, rise up, high lunge. Very good. twist. Right hand back, left arm over the head. Whenever you arrive, when you strike a pose, see if you can unwind into the rest response of your nervous system. Inhale up, twist. Exhale, reach, and we'll stay here. Just one this time to bring the knee through. Left knee forward, keep it forward through. Maybe hold on to the foot with your hand. Ooh. Maybe both hands. Maybe one. Good. And release, step it back where you found it. Good. Open up. Exhale, lizard. And when we do practice this, we can do this much more controlled, much more in tune with a natural rhythm of our nervous system to come into a responsive state and drop back out of it. Soften the head forward, let it melt. Let everything pour, the muscles soften, pour in the front body. Letting them get big and wide. Oops, that was unintended, sorry. Good. And bring the hands back up. Good. What am I doing? Good. Lift the back knee away, bring the back heel down, and we'll rotate ourselves up into a goddess pose. So knees point out, feet follow the knees. Good. Reach the arms out like we've done at the start and find that shift, right, left. It's like you're swimming in those really soft but active muscles. So they're not hardening, they're kind of useful little creatures. Good. Very good. Come to stillness, bring the hands over the head, wrap the hands into each other, flip the palms up, and find little squats here, little positions. Down through the breath, up through the exhale. Good. What goes down goes up. What goes up must come down. Very good. And stay low for one more breath. And then let the arms reach out to the side, let the legs get long. Whew. Pivot to the back side, pointing the left foot back, left hand to the shin, right arm high, Trikonasana. Good. Tapping back into that rest mode. Even though you're in activated shape, you can tap into this. Let everything fold forward, right arm down, pivoting to the other side so you can take Trikonasana on the right side, left arm high. Very good. Very good. One more, pivoting open, wrapping left shoulder back. And then just bend into the front knee to come into side angle. You can bring arm onto the thigh or right hand on the floor, yogi's choice. But you can bring left arm over the head, reach it long. Very good. Very little weight on that right arm, right hand. An activation through the core. And then left hand down to the floor. Watch out now, we'll pivot onto the outside of the left foot and step the right foot into a side plank. You can bend the knee to bring the left foot fully down to the mat and spring yourself up into the side. Good. And then soften down, high plank, roll through your vinyasa until you meet the ground fully. Knees, heart, chin. Striking every pose, reposing in every pose, but then activating to come into the next baby cobra. And come all the way down to the floor. Hands again under your forehead. Bend the knees. And this time we'll lift both legs into the air. Good. From the hips down, lift them up. And give them little pulsations. Lift, lift, lift. Good. And release everything down. A full softening of every muscle in the body. Good, and release. Move out, let it move through. Last downward dog, last side. Any movements to shimmy, shift, shake off unnecessary tension. Yes, downward dog. Puppies get into action one last time. Left leg rises, let it rise. Good, exhale, crunch, bring it in. And step it next to the left thigh. Good, rise high, high lunge. Good, exhale, twist. Left hand down, right hand. Strike every pose, repose and move on. Right hand down, left arm over the head, reach it high. One more time to come up. Striking it, activating it, letting it go, lizard pose. Full repose. Even for a short span of time. See how fast you can unwind muscles away from the bones. It doesn't have to be fast, but maybe it can be. Rise back onto the hands, tuck the back toes, and we'll make our way into goddess pose. Rotate around, up around, reach the arms. Good. Shift, shimmy, right, left. Slipping back into that slipstream of your muscles, that one single muscle body. Good. Very nice. Good. Arms reach overhead, head, flap, flip, flap the hands to the ceiling. A few little pulsations. Down, up, up, down. Good. And release. Arms long, legs long. Pivot to the back side. Right hand to the shin. Left arm high. Very good. Softening, even though we're activated. Dynamic dance between contraction and expansion. What Spanda does too. The force that moves our universe. Left hand down, roll, rotate, pivot to the left side, right arm high. Very good. One more breath to expand like a starfish into all directions. And then you can bend into the front knee. Left hand down or left arm on the thigh. Very good. Side angle pose. Good. And then side planking. Right hand comes down. Left arm high, pivot onto the outside edge. And stepping left foot back to the right. Beautiful. Last activation. Maybe you can bend the knees to plant the right foot down. Good. And come to high plank. Knees, heart, chin to the floor. Melting hips down. Last, a rising cobra. Last, little expansion of the front body. Another last 3 breaths here. See if you can relax more the muscles in your backside, around the neck, and in your face to let everything soften into the middle body. You can also bend the elbows, nothing has to be that high. Good, and then you can just push yourself back into child's pose. Or ride out the chi that comes in between on the way to a child's pose. To give the muscles the time to unwind. To fold away. Good. Maybe a shimmy, shift around, right, left. Rolling the head on the forehead against the mat. You can bend the elbows to bring the palms together in Anjanudra on your neck. To walk the elbows more forward to give your triceps a little extension here. Very good. And then you can release the hands. Use them to push the floor away to lift your body softly out from the hug of the earth. Walking one hand at a time to come seated on your heels. Okay. Very nice. Sitting past the heels, you can bring the right leg forward, the left one across the right knee. Good. Option to wrap right leg around. Good. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling in a big circle to rotate you back, hugging left thigh in. And to reach past the right thigh with your right arm, left thigh with your right arm. For a twist, to squeeze it out. But when you're here, see if you can soften more. Let yourself sink into those 2 muscle-wrapped seat bones. By wrapping, softening, unfolding those muscles away. Let them get big and wide. Slowing down the dance of the fibers. With the breath, inhale down, soften. Good. And unwind, just to kind of unwrap everything. So you can wrap it into the other side. Left foot back, outside the right foot outside the left knee. Good. Option to fold the bottom leg in. Good. Right arm, big circle, reach it back. Left arm up. And to hug it in. Good. And the same arrival. And then unwrap. Good. Knees come up, feet come forward. You can hug yourself in over the knees one last time. And then find your way to the floor. To come to the earth. Good. You can reach legs to the sky, arms to the sky. To let everything get really heavy. Those muscles, they are really heavy. Feel it tap, sense into their low tone now. That deep humming that reverberates through, that gets deeper the more you soften. Maybe they're super slow, lava-like last movements. Or just more and more sinking, mud-like pouring of those muscles into each other. And then when you're ready, last shapes, last stretches, and last maneuvering into final rest. Final rest on your back or in a fetus pose on your side. That is actually much more natural for us than to just lie straight flat on the back. Maybe you want to bring a pillow between your knees to continue this journey of super heavy muscles. If you'd like to stay longer here, please stay. If you're ready to awaken, you can bring soft little tone back into the muscles where your body meets the earth. To just identify the boundary between body and ground. To lovingly melt yourself back away, back into the shape of your body. Maybe bringing tension back into your fingers, toes. Finding your way to a seat eventually. No rush. you're seated, see if you can completely soften all the muscles in your face. Let them get heavy towards gravity, towards the inside of your body also. Bringing the hands to your heart in that softness. Thanking yourself for the sacred time of practice, of moving in and out of shape. Bring the hands to your forehead and bow in prayer that honors you. Thank you, girls.